Hey guys, how the f*** are you? Welcome to part 5 of the Alien series reviews. So we've had two really great movies, Alien and Aliens. We've had one movie where I actually think is okay, Alien 3. We've had a fucking piece of shit, Alien Resurrection.
Oops.
And now we're getting on to Alien versus Predator. Now, I've said this in the past, I thought Alien vs. Predator was Predator 3 when the movie came out. I didn't know jack shit about Alien. I was just aware that they get on your face, they burrow inside your body, they burst out of your chest, and you die, and that's it. Now, that being said, I was actually really excited to see Alien vs. Predator back in the day. I was pretty close to becoming a teenager in 2004. I was 10 years old. I was really looking forward to seeing Alien vs. Predator. Long story short, my first viewing scared the fuck out of me. We saw Alien vs. Predator on DVD, probably the first movie we watched on DVD on a brand new TV that we didn't know how to cut the color on. So I watched it in black and white. If you've never seen Alien vs. Predator in black and white, it probably wouldn't do any good now, but it was really scary. It really was. And I think they did a really good job with that aspect of the film, is a certain sense of claustrophobia, because you do feel like you're stuck in an area where you can't really get out. There's walls caving in. They change every 10 minutes, and it's a scary environment. That leads me to the plot of this film. The concept of this movie is terrific. I actually think this is the best Alien concept, and Predator concept for that matter, that has been put to film since Aliens and since Predator. I really don't think that any of the other movies came anywhere close to really delivering a sense of originality that Alien vs. Predator did. Any of them since Aliens and Predator. I do think Alien 3 came close, but I think Alien 3 was ultimately muddled by some too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak. As Alien vs. Predator develops, we find out that there is a pyramid underneath the ice in Antarctica. It's sending up a heat signature that didn't used to be there, which causes people to go investigate, and they want to take part in this discovery. The Predators are just luring them there to be vessels for the aliens to hatch out of so the hunt can begin. I remember the tagline everywhere: whoever wins, we lose. Going back to the day of watching this movie and all the hype surrounding it, everyone thought this would be amazing. Everyone thought this would be the penultimate science fiction or horror experience or whatever, what have you. And when they found out it was rated PG-13, people fucking flipped shit. Admittedly, I don't have a major problem with it. I think it should have been rated R. Obvious thinking behind this was probably just to get more butts in the seats, but I'm not even going to talk about it much because I actually want to go into the actual plot of the film. The movie is very interestingly set up to where there's a ice guide, and she's going in there to basically tell them, look, you can do this, you can't do that, you're going to die, and you're trip and fall, and you're going to get a blood clot in your leg like my dear old dad, you're going to die. Whatever, it keeps going forward, and it becomes very, very interesting, I should say. Now, the characters in this movie are stereotypes of different things. Your Italian man, your Scottish man, your black badass chick, your black British man, your blah blah blah. The characters don't matter, and they're not given any time to develop whatsoever. I actually want to talk about the pros with the cons, because Alien vs. Predator, while a terrific setup, a terrific concept, a terrific idea, has some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in a movie.
No way!
Some of the shit that happens in this movie, the way people talk, is just so unrealistic. If they say Tarantino is perfect for realism in a film. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? No, what do they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? Royale with cheese. Royale with cheese. If Tarantino is that good, Paul W.S. Anderson is the opposite. It's so bad in this movie. There's actually a scene where the Scottish guy's like, I knew she'd come back. She can't resist my animal magnetism. And the Italian guy's like, huh? And I was like, okay, stop there. That's fine. That's stupid, but it's okay. Someone would probably say that. But then you got a fucking hillbilly guy in the back who's like, laugh it up, Miller. Laugh it up. I'm like, what? Fuck. What is the problem? Is everyone not being too serious for you? Stuff like that happens throughout the whole movie where people just say shit that, oh my god. It's almost like it was made for a trailer. And I was like, when I was growing up in Italy, you know what we call a moon that big? What you call it? La luna del cacciatore. La luna del cacciatore. Brava. What the fuck's that mean, boy? Hunter's moon. I could see that being really enjoyable on paper, but it's just goofy. A lot of Alien vs. Predator is cheesy. It's a cheese fest, man, and I actually like that. There's certain things that happen in the movie where you're going along with it, and you're like, really, that's fucking lame. I don't even remember anyone's name besides Sebastian. No, I must shoot Sebastian. The woman has a gun, and the line is so stupid. She's like, why do you have a gun? Same principle with the condom. I'd rather have one and not need it than need it and not have one. The movie goes forward, you're introduced to the predators, you're introduced to the concept of the alien. I really want to talk about the special effects. The Queen Alien looks fucking great. I love the way it looks. It looks awesome. The design they have it where it's set up in this big chain thing and it's being electrocuted to like being unthawed and the big machine starting so it can lay the eggs. That is great. That is cool. I love it. It looks so real and so fucking scary. I also want to talk about the beginning of the movie with the satellite where it's actually unfolding and it does look like the alien queen's head in Aliens with the light shining above it. The cinematography they used for that and the actual way they filmed it looks great. I was very impressed with all the little nods to the Alien movies that were peppered throughout this movie. And I want to talk about the director. Paul W.S. Anderson is definitely a fan of the Alien series, just like he is a fan of Mortal Kombat and a fan of Resident Evil. Does that mean he makes terrific movies? No. Okay? No, it doesn't. But you have to admit, Mortal Kombat and Alien vs. Predator have something going about them where they're probably not the best movies ever made, right? They're not, okay? But they're good fun. And I do consider Alien vs. Predator to be nowhere near as bad as people say it is. I think a lot of that actually has to do with how much I enjoyed the movie. Are there stupid parts in it? You bet your ass there's stupid parts in it. Let's talk about the scene where fucking Lance Henriksen, who, yeah, he's in this movie again, by the way. He ends up attacking a predator that spared him after the fact that he refuses to go along and escape with the other two. In fact, he's like, get her out of here. I'm gonna fight the predator. Why? It really... Why? It makes no sense. It's like, he's just gonna die here? Didn't he want his name all over the find of this discovery? Now he's just giving that up, and now he's becoming a hero? He's trying to protect the girl he hired to protect him? There's no chemistry or character development there to warrant that to happen. So when that eventually does happen, it's a what the fuck moment, and it's a moment where you don't really give a shit that he's dead. Going forward with the movie, there's a lot of issues with the rules of both the Alien and the Predator series. The Predators kill someone unarmed. Yeah, they kill someone unarmed. Granted, he was fighting them earlier, that he was mortally wounded and probably going to die, but it's still there, and I'm not going to complain that much about that certain piece. But if you're an Alien fan, prepare to have what the fuck moments out the ass. In the original Alien movie, the alien latched onto Kane's head and stayed there for a while. Remember, they tried to get it off of him. That's how they discovered it has acid for blood, because it was burning through the hull. Yeah, the alien facehuggers just fall off now. Like, after they're done impregnating him. It doesn't take long at all. I don't think it takes hours. As a matter of fact, it must take like fucking 10 minutes, because that's how often the pyramid like redesigns itself. So I just realized that actually leads to another fucking major flaw in the movie. The aliens grow at a ridiculously rapid rate. This was another problem that Alien Resurrection had. Every one of the aliens grew really quickly after, popping out of the people really quickly. The one person that didn't was the one character that got to go along with him on the journey. And there's that stupid scene where he holds the guy's head right there as it's coming out, but it doesn't come out for like hours at a time, which I guess meant he was the normal one, and everyone else that didn't make sense. But the aliens, they should not be growing that quickly in this movie. In fact, if there was an additional hour or so where the Predators and the aliens were fighting, maybe not an hour, maybe 30 minutes in the pyramid while it's reconfiguring, and the aliens were coming out, and the aliens were like getting bigger and you saw their stages, that would make this movie far superior. But it's logic flaws like that have me honestly going, dude, you got a fucking issue here, man. You got to talk about this. You have to. That is a stupid part of the movie. And another big problem with the movie is actually the fact that the alien stabs a predator while there's an alien inside of it. What was the whole point in Alien 3? Remember the part where she said, kill me? She came to the alien telling the alien to kill her. The alien wouldn't kill her because there's an alien inside of her. Now, there is a slight, maybe it killed the predator because it's a queen and it doesn't give a shit. You know, the other alien was a drone. It was trying to protect the queen, but we find out that it is a queen alien inside the predator, so I don't know about that. Another really stupid part was the fact that they actually have the balls to have the logo of Alien 3 actually be inside of the pyramid. I saw that multiple times, like, okay, whatever. Now let's talk about another major pro of the movie. The Alien versus Predator fight scene. There's one. There's only one scene where an alien and a predator meet and fight. It looks great. It's phenomenal special effects wise, choreography wise. I really enjoyed the movie in those areas. And we also have another big moment like that towards the end. But before we get to that, we have a goofy moment where the alien is attacking a predator and the human helps the predator and they team up, and I don't feel that bad about it. I feel that bad about other issues. Specifically speaking, he makes a shield and a spear for her, and she puts her hand in the alien head shield that he made, and wouldn't the acid dissolve her hand? I mean, they can't get all of it out. Wouldn't that acid that was on all of the Predator's equipment get dissolved? And they actually do show some of it dissolving another Predator's equipment. Why not the main Predator? That's inconsistency within yourself. That being said, Alien vs. Predator is a very entertaining movie with very goofy scenes peppered throughout the whole experience. The Alien Queen is definitely a highlight, as is the concept. However, the movie is so cheesy, so terribly written with dialogue, and so marred by just weird shit. I actually thought that the first time I did see the movie, I did think the Predator and the girl would kiss when he takes his mask off, but it is what it is.
Every 100 years, the gods would return. And when they did, they would expect a sacrifice. Humans were used to breed the ultimate prey.
Definitely an enjoyable movie, but nowhere near as good as some of the other ones. Thanks for checking out my review of Alien vs. Predator. Come back next time where we will be talking about Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Oh boy! Alright guys, like, comment, subscribe if you want to, of course. I would really appreciate either one of the three things. Take it easy guys. I hope you had a good time watching this video. Peace.